Hi, welcome back. This is Jay, and I promised that I'm going to launch a new video series about learning Chinese journey, and now it comes. In this episode, I'm going to break down how to master Pinyin in only 30 days. I bet that if you follow this guide in over 2 weeks, you will move your Pinyin from the lab to wild. In over 4 weeks, you will never suck Pinyin again. And no more time guessing, no more mispronunciation, and no more misunderstanding. Just clear Mandarin that gets you understood. Ready for that? Let's get started. Okay, now we are in the first week, and in this week, we got something to do. First, we're going to learn the 26 letters in Chinese alphabet and separate them into finals and initials. It's about A, O, E, I, U, Yu. Okay, Yu is U plus two dots upon this letter, and it always placed by V, and other letters in Chinese alphabet, they are all initials. The next question is learn how to read full tongues properly, like mm, mm. Okay, it's full tongues we mastered, and the first step is to combine single syllables like da, d plus a, da, then combine tongues together like da, 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 da. I've prepared Excel for you to make you know all the syllable combinations, and it's free. If you want to find this Excel, please check the description down this video. And once you open this Excel, you will find that there's something may be difficult in about 4 columns, and I marked blue because this is supposed to be the most difficult part in pinyin. That is zhi, chi, shi, and r. How to read this? I will make another video to show you how to read this. I want to mention a key point that as important as zhi, chi, shi, and r, that is the neutral tongue, the light and short one. If I pronounce 急了, that means overwhelmed. Okay, 急 that is the second tongue, but l or the or another things like ma. This doesn't have a stressed tongue like the first tongue, second tongue, but it's also important in our daily use. So in the first week, another key point is learn how to know this neutral tongue. Once you have learned all about this, try to write some character with like D plus A or M plus U, then mark a tongue for that and read this. If you successfully do that, and this first step, you got it. In this week, we're going to make a little challenge, like we're going to learn two different tongues, combine these together into a word. Nearly 75% of Chinese combines with words. So this means once you know how to read a tongue with another tongue and then combine together, you know all of Chinese characters. So in this week, you got 4 days to know how to make this combination, like you plus a first tongue and other tongue, like 一把. Okay, the first character is 一 is the first tongue, right? And the other character is other tongues, like 一十, 一把, 一对. That is the first tongue plus second tongue, third tongue, and fourth tongue. So you got 4 days to do this about the first tongue plus other tongue, and the second tongue plus other tongue, the third tongue plus other tongues, and the fourth tongue plus other tongues. There's also a key point about the third tongue. Once a third tongue character plus another third tongue character, the first character, which is also the third tongue, right? You need to turn this into a second tongue. The most common example is 你好 means hello, right? But 你 means you. We usually read this word as a third tongue character, but now combine this with 好 also means good. Plus this together, 你 changes to 你. This is a little difference. Once you have spent 4 days in this tongue combination, the 5th day you should do is about how to combine a tongue with a neutral tongue, like 急了. 好吗？大了 like this. If you know how to read about this, you can master how to read a Chinese word. Okay, now you can move your Chinese tongue from the left to the right. For the last day in this week, you can have a quiz with yourself. Like write down some random characters and mark how to pronounce this character and write down some random alphabet. Now try to give it a mark of tongue and read this. Once you have tried the first 2 week content, now you get into the third week. This is about a little challenging. If I were your Chinese teacher, I would torture you in this week. In day one, you can make some 3 character phrases like 好不好, and then try to make other neutral tongue character into these words and make it a little challenging and interesting. Another big question or key point in this week is about question intonation and auxiliary words and the rising tones. In Chinese, we tend to rise the last character's tone and make this into a question intonation, like 好吗? And the last word is 嘛 is a neutral tone, right? Okay, now if you rise the tone is 好吗? 好吗? Okay, this turn to a little doubting, right? And another words like 我今天去购物. This means I will go shopping today. While if you turn the intonation rise up for the last characters like 我今天去购物 means I'm going to shopping today. Okay, this is the key point in the third week. Other things like insert a neutral tone into a normal phrases or multi-character phrases. That is the main job you should do in this week. Now, since you have know how to read single Chinese character, words and phrases, neutral tone, and question intonation, it's time to enlarge your sentence. Try to make a short sentence like 你今天很棒. This is a 5-character sentence, means describing your mood. And now start with this short sentence and make more reviews about this part. This is the main job you can do in the third week. Now you will finish the first 3-week work. Hope you can make a good progress. And now we're going to the fourth week. In this week, we're going to make things wilder and crazier. In the first day, you should know about the emphasis and tones, and knowing what the meaning will change if you emphasize different words. The second day is time to learn the number system. Don't worry, number system, you just spend 1 day, you can master it all. It will not be so difficult. And the other day in this week, it's time to make a little challenge like tongue twister and listen to yourself. Use shouting more in this week. What's the difference between your voice and the official or standard voice from the others? You will realize that this is just a framework from easy to difficult and a step-by-step guide. Keep it always useful. But as you know, I made some key point example like 支持师 or other things like number system, verb, tongue twister, and other things. I haven't mentioned this so specifically, so I will make other episode to explain each part. I will break down this big plan into 4 weeks, and if you really follow about this schedule and give this a try, please comment how download my video and give me a comment about what you're feeling. What's your biggest problem or suffering? If you have any question about learning Chinese, okay, this is just a beginning. I will share more useful information from the following content. So from now on, if you subscribe me, you will find more useful information in the future. Hope you like this video. I will make some short for you to read these Chinese characters and different pinyin and tongues. This is Jay, and I will see you in the next episode.